We're in Arabian Travel Market in Dubai, and next to me I have the honor to have Mr. Duncan O'Rourke, CEO of Middle East and Africa and APAC region. Thank you for being with me.
It's an absolute pleasure. And again, welcome to Arabian Travel Market. It's busy this year.
It is very busy. It's so difficult to walk in the corridors, yes, this time.
Which is good. Busy is good.
Busy is good always, yeah. I would like to ask you about your development in this part of the world, Middle East, Africa, and APAC. Which areas you think are the most important? They have the most attraction this period, especially in the UAE and Saudi Arabia.
Look, development in my region, so that MEA APAC region is very, very strong.
Yes.
Asia is strong, and as well as Middle East and Africa. And in Middle East itself, we continue to grow strong in Dubai, in Abu Dhabi, as well as the Gulf states in Qatar and that. But of course, in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, as you know, or maybe you don't know, we've been there. We're not new. We've been there 30 years in Saudi Arabia, and we have already 40 hotels. We want
40 already.
We want to double that in the next 5 to 7 years. But not only in Riyadh and Jeddah, but in secondary cities, in third cities. That's very important for us. And not all at a luxury level, but at a premium, at an economy, at a mid-scale level.
All levels.
All levels. So we're very, very excited about that.
Which one would you say are the highlights of your new hotels that are coming?
Look, in Saudi, I'm very proud. I'm very, very proud about the hotel we signed in Riyadh, in King Solomon Park, which is the largest park in the world. And there we signed a tribe hotel with a residence and a hotel. And tribe is a very modern, mid-scale, but very modern twist, lifestyle twist. And we're very excited. But we signed Ibis Styles hotels. We've signed Novotels. We signed Pullman's, Swiss Hotel. We've just signed the Swiss Hotel in Turkey. Very, very, we've been very famous there with the boss. We signed another hotel. So many, many places we sign in, and we're very excited about it. But when we sign, we always respect our ESG, that social, economic environment as well. It's very important for us.
Well, I want to ask you about that, but in terms of the personnel, of the staff, because Accor is very well known for the quality of the education you offer, the training you offer to your staff. And I want to ask you how you manage to keep your people up to date to the latest trends in services, ESG policies, new technologies that are here. How you do that?
Our staff, we call them heartists.
Okay.
Heart, because they work from the heart and they do in an art. We call them heartists.
Okay.
Our heartists are the most important thing we have. And we know that and we respect that there. And so it's a matter of retention, keeping the good people, training, movement, growth, promotion, as well as a lot of education. And Accor puts a lot of money, a lot of resources into training, into education, into growth. And then on top of that as well, we also have some targets on our ESG. We want to have 50% females in senior management.
All right.
In this particular, and I give you an example, we drive that through, not just from the top, but all the way through. In Saudi Arabia, we're the first hotel company to have a local female general manager. So a Saudi female general, we're the first company to do that. And it's just the first step, one of many. But we do this wherever we go. We take training, respect our employees, training, and really a lot of education to grow them. That's very important for us.
In one of the conferences that I attend around the world, I heard one of the presenters of Accor giving very specific numbers regarding exactly what you mentioned now. The equality levels, the ESG targets, how many people you have from this area, and this area. I mean, it was amazing. It was very, very surprising for me. I never heard another hospitality company measuring this.
Because we talk about employees, about artists all the time.
Yeah.
It's not at the end of the year or at the start of the year.
Yeah.
It's an ongoing conversation. from Sebastian Bazin, from our leadership, all the way through. We always talk about people because that's the most important thing. That gives us the competitive edge.
Sure.
You ask, why do our core hotels outperform? Why? It's a lot of it to do with our systems, our process, but a lot of it and most of it is coming in the hotels from our artists.
What is your secret to attract your people and retain them?
Look, we have.
Is that a secret recipe
it's
for
not
this?
really a secret recipe.
Yeah.
We very honest. We very straightforward. We very respectful.
Yeah.
We have values. Our purpose statement is pioneering the art of responsible hospitality, connecting cultures through heartfelt care. That is our mission statement. It's something that we believe, and then each of those words is a meaning behind it. And our values are what the new generation coming in want.
Okay.
And so the new generation, they want to work for companies where there's respect for the environment, where there's connecting cultures, where it's different things. They want it. So we really enforce that and drive that through in a very natural way.
There is a big trend in branded residencies. What Accor is doing regarding this, and especially for the mid-scale?
You're absolutely right. There's a very big trend in branded residences. Used to be in the old days start on luxury,
Yes.
but now it's gone all the way through.
All right.
Accor is the largest management in hospitality of branded residences. So we're the market leader there.
Yeah.
And we are, when I first started, you branded Ritz-Carlton, Peninsula, these stuff. Now we also brand in the premium, in the eco. So we have Novotel residences. We call them living. So any brand we have, we put a living. So it's a living. That's the residence of Novotel living, Ibis Styles living, Tribe living, Swisshotel living. So it's a very big market. And where you see that more and more is a hotel with a residence component in. So that's not uncommon. It's not all standalone. So you can have residential and hotel, and you can have it alone as a residential.
So now that is the trend in your group, combining residences
we just start
with
to
the
see
hotels?
that. We just start to see that a lot of places it's a combination.
Okay.
And a lot of times now, which you go, depending on where you are, it's an independent residence or a living with a brand in there. And that mid-scale premium market is becoming more and more important.
Exactly, as you said. I mean, the middle class is growing. That is why there is a big demand also for middle-scale hotels. So what is Accor doing there? I mean, are you, let's say, pushing a little bit more? Are you targeting more in developing your middle-scale brands?
We've never taken our eye off that. So Accor, we have those three major streams. And the small, which is the lifestyle. Then we have the luxury, which are the main brands of Fairmont, Raffles, Swisshotel, M Gallery, Orient Express, etc. And then we have that traditional heart and soul of Accor. Novotel, Ibis, Pullman, Mercure, Swisshotel, Movenpick. And we've never lost touch of that. Okay. And so each one of those is being pushed simultaneously. 48 brands on there. Where we very encouraged is this growth of the middle class.
Yes.
And the middle class is educated, they brand loyal, and they want to travel. Mm-hmm. And so we are very well positioned in there. The biggest growth of the middle class coming through is where? Asia, Middle East, and India, China.
Correct.
Where we are number one.
Yeah, correct.
And so we're going to benefit from that. We're very excited about that. But that's also why we put a lot more resources into these countries. We have huge offices, huge resources, huge personnel into these countries to really take advantage of that.
I want to ask one last question regarding the branding. Some years ago, the concept of Novotel hotels were to have the same exactly style of rooms all around the world. So business travelers especially feeling comfortable when they travel around. And I remember a couple of years ago when I was in Bangkok, your Bangkok hotel in Novotel was the first one that started to have local branding elements. So this continue in this part of the world. I mean, how you work with the branding, the local branding, how you combine the local branding together with the brand of your.
I think many years ago, the Holiday Inn and the Novotel, many years ago, there was more cookie cutter.
Yeah.
in what we do. That doesn't work now.
Okay.
That doesn't work now. We want to be pioneering. There's a standard you have to know, and you have to feel calm and relaxed that you come into a Novotel, you know what to expect. So we keep the same values on the beds, on the sheets, on the pillows. We don't compromise on that. But now the look and feel of the hotel, it's also important to reflect where you are. When you travel, you don't want to close your eyes, open them, and you Novotel, you have no idea where you are.
Exactly,
you want to be in the lobby, and you want to feel, I'm in Bangkok. You want to feel, I'm in Abu Dhabi. I'm in Cairo. You want to feel that. So it should reflect, and we've become more flexible on that side there. But the actual standards, the brand values of what that's about hasn't changed.
Yeah.
It's more the adaptation of the local entities a little bit in there.
What should we keep as a key element for the future for Accor?
For Accor,
Yes.
look, we're very, very excited about the future. We've had a good Q1. We're going to make budget this year. We've come off record years. We continue to grow. We continue to respect the environment. We market leader there in what we're doing there. We're growing responsible. And we're very, very proud and excited. We're very, very proud of the past, and we're even proud of the future.
Excellent. Thank you very much for your time.
My pleasure.